Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Good
ma'am.
evening, madam.
Yes, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to our worthy director, Sir Shri Rajiv Ratanji IAS, for this NRF training. With the permission of Sir, we are able to conduct the second time NRF training. And under the leadership and guidance of our worthy DH Sir, I think I will be able to do excellence in this type of NRF ranking. And although Sir is not present physically or not present in this meeting, yet the blessings are there to fulfill this type of trainings. And we always look forward Sir guidance or Sir valuable contribution for the successful organization of this workshop. And then I heartily welcome our esteemed resource person, Shri Dinesh Kumarji, who holds the post of chairperson in the Department of Geophysics, Kushetra University, Kushetra, and he is IQSC Director of Kushetra University, Kushetra. Moreover, he is a mentor, sir, is the mentor university, and number of colleges of various districts are come under him. Sir, your wealth of knowledge and expertise is valuable to all of us as all the institutions presently thrive for excellence. And for this, your presence is very eagerly required. And all our willingness to join second time to consider you as a resource person within a short span of time. I think today all efforts made towards this NRF training will achieve NRF objectives. And after this, I welcome all the participants who are showing their great enthusiasm for this type of trainings. And I now invite our precious resource person, Dr. Dinesh Kumarji, on this virtual platform. Welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are
Yes, sir.
audible.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, Shri Rajratan ji. I am thankful to Sir and Dr. Veena for inviting me for this workshop on NIRF. Good afternoon to all of you, and allow me to share the screen.
Yes, sir. You may share now.
So, is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it visible?
Okay. So, good afternoon to all of you. So, today's my presentation is on NIRF ranking of the for the college system, because presently, as we know that NIRF as well as NAC, they become the very important bodies to accredit and give ranking to the institutions. And it becomes important for all of us that, because nowadays, whenever students take admission, he or she always check the NAC accreditation or the NIRF ranking of the institution before taking admission in institution. So there is a many competition among the institutions that because a lot of opportunities are available for the students to take admissions. So and in the meanwhile, government also, central government also, state government also has linked the NIRF ranking and NAC with the grant also. So it is important for all of us to participate in NIRF ranking as well as NAC accreditation. The basic difference between these two is that NIRF ranking is an annual exercise. On the other hand, NAC is a 5-year exercise, but NIRF is a relative ranking with respect to the other institutions. On the other hand, NAC accreditation indicates the strength or weakness of a institution, that on the basis of that accreditation will be given to a particular institution. So as far as NIRF ranking is concerned, there are many categories: overall category, university, colleges, research institution, engineering, as well as innovations also. From today, means this year only, they have included the NIRF innovations also. So my presentation, today's presentation will be based on NIRF for colleges as well as little bit about the innovation also, because in the previous talk, some principals were saying that we want to know about the innovation also, NIRF innovation category.
Sir, there are some participants from universities also.
Okay. So basically from universities as well as from colleges, the basic parameter will remain same for NIRF as well as innovation. But the from university point of view, there is some component of PhD students and other parameter is required also, in addition to the parameters which we are discussing today. So NIRF is important from NAC point of view also, because this is the metric 6.5.2 of the NAC parameter, NAC criteria, in which they are asking that whether a college is or university is participating in the NIRF or not. So it has a significant weightage in the NAC accreditation. So what is important here is that ranking is not important from NAC point of view. NAC just wants to know that whether a particular institution is participating or not. So this is the one more reason that we should participate in NIRF, because once we participate in the NIRF, it will benefit us in the NAC accreditation. And if we go for the NAC accreditation, it will benefit us in the NIRF also. So we can say that both are complementary to each other. So as far as the NIRF process is concerned, first step is the registration of the institution. So registration is not open all over the year like in case of NAC. Registration for NIRF is opened in the month of October or November, and they open the window for 1 month. After that, they ask for the data from the institution. So during the registration, they ask the information, basic information about the college, about the principal, and the one nodal officer has to be appointed or nominated in a particular college, which will take care of the submitting the data to the NIRF. So once the registration window is closed in the month of November or mid-December, then data capturing system starts for NIRF. So then there is a format on the portal. Then according to the portal, we have to submit the data. And another difference between NIRF and NAC is that for NIRF, we don't need to submit any documents along with the data. And you know that in the NAC, we have to submit lot of documents along with the numbers also. But it doesn't mean that we should give a fake numbers to the NIRF, because at random, they may ask for the document later on. So therefore, we should give only those numbers which are justifiable on the basis of documents, because authenticity of the data is responsibility of the university or the college or the institution whosoever is participating. And another difference is that there is no peer team visit as far as NIRF is concerned. Peer team visit is there in the NAC accreditation. And for NIRF, we have to give the 3 years data, not the 5 years as in case of NAC. So this is the basic difference of the registration and the data capturing system of NIRF and the NAC process. So in case of NAC, there are 7 criteria, but in case of NIRF, there are 5 parameters: teaching, learning and resources, research and professional practice, graduate outcomes, then outreach and inclusivity, then perception and accreditation. And within these parameters, they are asking some data, like in case of teaching, learning and resources, they are asking the student strength, whose weightage is 20 out of 100 in this particular parameter. So student strength is a function of approved intake and the total enrolled student. Means how many percentage of seats have been filled in a particular institution. On the basis of that, the value of function will be decided on the basis of the data provided by all the institutions. So it is a relative. So they will decide the value of the function multiplied by 20. So if let us say 90% of the seats are filled, then it means that you may get the maximum marks in this parameter. Next one is the faculty student ratio. So its weightage is 30 marks out of 100 in this particular parameter. But point to be noted here is that they estimate the faculty student ratio in terms of the approved intake, not in terms of the actual strength. So the maximum marks will be awarded for 1:20. But again, care here is that in case of NAC, they calculate the faculty student ratio in terms of the actual student strength in the institution, in an institution. But in case of NIRF, they calculate the faculty student ratio in terms of the approved intake, because our actual student strength is always less than the approved intake, maybe 90%, maybe 95%. But in case of NIRF, they are calculating this ratio by taking into account the approved intake. So if our faculty student ratio is less than 1:70, then 0 marks will be awarded. Maximum will be for 1:20. Next one is the faculty qualification and experience. Its total marks are 20 in this case. So if 75% of the faculty is PhD, then we will get, for qualification, maximum marks are 10. So we will get the maximum 10 marks in this case if we are having a 75% faculty with PhD. As far as faculty experience is concerned, they have divided the faculty into 3 categories. Those faculty which is up to 8 years, with having experience up to 8 years, then having experience between 8 and 15, and then greater than 15 years. So depending on these 3 types of the faculty experience, they decide the numbers. So total marks are 20, 10 is for the faculty qualification and 10 is for the faculty experience. So the purpose of this function is that if we are having a 1/3 faculty with 8-year experience, 1/3 faculty with experience between 8 and 15 years, and 1/3 faculty more than 15 years, then we will get the maximum marks in this parameter. Next one is teaching, learning, and resources. That is another parameter is the financial resource utilization. So it has a annual expenditure as well as the recurring expenditure. So whatever expenditure we are incurring annual as well as the recurring for the last 3 years. So for the recurring expenditure, the weightage is more, 22.5, but for the another annual expenditure, it is 7.5. So as I have said that we have to provide the numbers for last 3 years. So accordingly, they will calculate the average expenditure per student in this case. The next parameter is the research and professional practice. So first they will see that how many publications are there, number of publications, and FRQ is the required faculty in terms of the approved intake. So we don't need to submit any data about the publication because NIRF will capture the data from the third party. That third party is InflibNet. So they will capture the publication of the institutions from the InflibNet, and then they will verify from the institutions that whether this is correct or not. So we don't need to submit any data about the publications to the NIRF. Similarly, they will check the quality of the publications. Quality of the publication will be checked based on the citations, that how many papers of a particular institution have been cited by the other authors or other researchers in their paper. So total overall weightage of this research and professional practice is 15, but in 15, 70% is for publications and 30% is for quality of publications. But in this parameter, we don't need to submit any data. They are capturing themselves from the InflibNet and they will get it verified from the institution. Then next parameter is the graduation outcomes. So its weightage is 25%. So it has 3 sub-parameters or sub-metrics, we can say. So it is a graduate placement and higher education, then graduate university examination, graduate median salary. So graduate placement and higher education, how many percentage of students have gone for the placement and how many percentage of the student have gone for the higher education. So this is the data where I think as far as colleges are concerned, because 80% of the college students are going for the higher education, BA to MA, BSc to MSc. So if they are having a sufficient data, if they are having a data that they can provide here, so then they may get the good marks here, because there may be some there may be as far as data is concerned, it may be less as far as the placement are concerned. But for higher education, from the college point of view, it is the very good data to obtain a good score in the NIRF as well as in the NEC. Next is the graduate university examination, that how many pass percentage of students are there. So if we are here, care should be taken that pass percentage will be calculated again on the basis of the approved intake, not on the basis of the actual strength who have appeared in the examination. For example, we are having 100 seats in a particular program and admissions are 80, and all the 80 have passed the examination. But even then, our pass percentage is not 100% from NIRF point of view. Our pass percentage will be 80%. So they will be calculating the pass percentage on the basis of approved intake. This is not the case in case of NEC, where they are calculating the pass percentage on the basis of actual strength. So this is the difference between this parameter from NEC and NIRF perspective. And then 20 marks are for that, how many median salary, if students have been placed somewhere, what is the median salary of those students? Accordingly, they will decide this function, and 40 plus 40 plus 20, 100, and then 25% of that 100 will be the weightage of these graduation outcomes. Then outreach and inclusivity. So one more point in the graduate outcome, because university people are also attending this workshop. From university point of view, they will be asking that how many PhD students have been awarded the degree during last 3 years. For that, they have assigned some marks in the graduate outcome. But from college point of view, they are only asking the higher education and pass percentage. But in case of university, they will be asking about the how many PhDs have been awarded during last 3 years. Then outreach and inclusivity. So it includes the regional diversity, women diversity, economically, socially challenged students, then physically challenged students. So regional diversity. So regional diversity, that how many students are enrolled from the other states. Other states, that is 25, and 5 is that how many are from the other countries. So this is a parameter where I always used to say that we are at the disadvantage, because as far as the reservation are concerned, our 15% seats are all India category. In that all India category, the students of Haryana will also participate. So it becomes very difficult for any institution in the state that to get the students from other states. So because Shri Rajiv Ratanji is also present here, so my request is that he may think over it, that because as per the rules, only 15% are seats for AIC category, All India. In that category, students from Haryana is also participating. So it may become difficult for any university or any institution in Haryana to get the students from other states. It is
But sir,
beneficial.
excuse me, sir,
Yeah.
DDH sir has not joined. We will convey your message to the sir, the DDH sir.
Okay. So then next is the women diversity. So women diversity, that how many female students are there. If we are having a 50% female students in an institution, we will get 15 marks in this case, and 20%, 15 marks are for the women faculty. So if we are having a 20% women faculty in the institution and 50% students, female students in the institution, so we will get maximum marks 30 in case of women diversity. And then economically, socially challenged student, that how much we are financially supporting these students in terms of the fee concession, in terms of the providing scholarship, or from government scheme or from the institution scheme, how many percentage of students have been benefited by those financial aid to the students. Based on that, this value function will be decided and we get the marks. Then what are the facility for the physically challenged students? Like if we are having a ramp in the buildings of an institution or the lift in the building of the institutions. So if we are having 80% of the building which are there with the ramp or with the lift facility, then we will get the maximum marks in this case. Next is the peer perception. So this is done by NIRF itself. What they do that they will send the basic data of the institution or name of the institution to the different experts or employer as well as the academicians. Then they will ask the feedback from them that according to them, what is the value of the institution, what is the ranking of the institution from 1 to 10. So they ask directly this question that according to you, what are the top 10 institutions in a state or in a particular in region or in a north region, south region? So then they will ask about a particular institution that according to them, according to the employers or according to the academician, that where they rate the institutions in this 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 in this case. So sometimes they may ask the name of the employers also from the institution to whom they will send. But this is the survey which they will be conducted themselves and its weightage is 10%. So this is the summary of the ranking parameter. That first one was teaching learning resources. In this, there were 4 metrics: student strength, faculty student ratio, faculty qualification and experience, financial resources utilization. So it is 100 marks, but its weightage is 30%. Then research and professional practice, in this case, and 40% weightage. Research and professional practice, again 100 marks, but weightage is 15%. Graduation outcomes, placement and higher education, university examination, median salary, 100 marks, but weightage is 25. Similarly, outreach and inclusivity. So if we see in this table that we are having a 40% weightage on the TLR, that is teaching, learning and resources, and 25 weightage for graduation outcomes. So for graduation outcomes, if we get a good score, then we will be getting a good weightage or good marks out of total 100 in the overall ranking. Similarly, if we are having a good student strength, faculty student ratio or qualification, so then only 10% weightage is for the perception and 15% for the research and professional practice. In case of university, it is little bit different. In case of university, it is 30, 30, 60 and 20, 20, 10, like that. 30 and 20, 10, 10, like that. 30% for TLR, then 30% for research professional practice, then 20% for graduation outcomes, and 10 for outreach and inclusivity, and 10 for perception. So this table shows for the college system, but for university system, weightage is a little bit different, but parameters are same. This slide is just to show you that how the ranking or how the score is important. Even a fraction of a score is important in deciding the NIRF ranking. Like in NIRF 23 ranking, in 1 to 25 ranking, this was the difference in the score. So difference is about 25 marks out of 100, we can say. But if we see here 51 to 75, you can see that less than 5 marks. There is a difference of less than 5 marks in deciding the ranking between 51 and 75. So even a mark of 1 and 2 will be important as far as ranking is concerned, because like 45 is for 51 rank, but if you get, let us say, 46, so it may be 40th rank, like that in this case. So similarly, from 76 to 100, even within a difference of 4, marks, the ranking is 76 to 100. So as far as whenever NIRF declares the result, they always declare the ranking up to 100 by the name of the institution. So then from 101 to 150, they place in the bracket the 50 institution. Individual ranking will not be there in the bracket. Similarly, 151 to 200, next bracket. But individual ranking will be there from 1 to 100. Then 50 will be in the bracket 101 to 150. And another 50 will be in the bracket 151 to 200. Beyond 200, there is no ranking and there is no bracket also. So, but important here is that we should participate in the NIF rank if we are looking for the better NAC accreditation. It is important from that point of view also. Another advantage of participating in NIF is that you will collect the data of 3 years from the institution. That will be useful when you are submitting the SSR in case of NAC also. And actually, this is the QS ranking, which gives the world ranking system, one of the agency that gives the world university ranking, that is QS. So the purpose of this slide here is that just to show you the difference between the little bit NIRF and the QS ranking. In QS ranking, in all the world ranking system, what they give the maximum weightage to the reputation of the institution, employer reputation and academic reputation. You can see that 50% weightage has been given to the reputation of the institution. On the other hand, as we have discussed that in case of NIRF, there is a 10% weightage on the perception. So reputation is having a weightage 10%, but on the other hand, in case of world ranking agencies, they give the maximum weightage to the reputation of the institution. Then other parameters according to the world ranking system, QS system, faculty student ratio 20% weightage, staff with PhD 10%, then research papers per faculty 10%, citations per paper 5%, international faculty, international students. But only difference between Indian ranking agency, NIRF, and the world ranking agencies are that world ranking agencies are giving maximum weightage to the reputation of the institution. So this slide just shows you the difference between the NAC and the NIRF ranking. You can see that all these institutions, all these universities are the top NAC grade, A++ or A+, but none of them is in the top 100. None of them is in the top 100. So one reason may be that NIRF does not give any weightage to the extension activities, sports activity, or cultural activity. On the other hand, NAC gives the significant weightage to the extension activities, including sports as well as cultural activities. So it may be one of the reasons that these institutions may be very good in the extension activities, which is reflected in the NAC grade, because NIRF does not give any weightage to this type of activity. So that is not reflected in here. So there is no one-to-one correspondence between the NIRF and the NAC. There may be institutions which will be having in the top 100, but their NAC grade will be lower. Like in this case, you are observing that top NAC graded institutions are not in the top 100 in most of the cases. Then after registration, this is the methodology which we have discussed. Then this is the screenshots from the NIRF portal only, that how they're capturing the data. So once we register them, then start the portal. So this is the basic information. They will be asking that whether law discipline is there or arts is there or management is there. So this one is the basic one. Then they will be asking the sanction strength, student strength, PhD students from university, not from the colleges. So in every window, when we click them, so you will get the windows further to supply the data. So this is a faculty details, then institutional details, research funding, and then declaration by the head of the institution. So data capturing system for sanctioning approved intake. So you are having a UG 3-year program, UG 4-year program, or PG 2-year program. So this is the sanction strength of the last 3 years. So data from this screen will be used in this formula, which I have discussed earlier, that student strength is a function of the approved intake and the actual students admitted. So data from this will be taken in this formula, and then accordingly score will be decided. And this is the data capturing for actual student strength, for how many male students are there, how many female students are there, how many socially challenged students, then how many students have been given the financial aid from the government scheme or from the institution scheme. So all this data will be used in these formulas. Student strength, then women diversity, data will be taken from this table only. Then economically and socially challenged students, and regional diversity and the women diversity. Again, male student, female student from other states, from the other countries. So from this screen only, the data will be taken and will be used in these formulas. And then data for the placement and higher studies for the last 3 years, that how many approved intake is there, how many have been passed, how many have gone for the higher study, how many have been placed. So data from this table will be used in these formulas: graduate placement and higher education, graduate university examinations. So past students will be taken from here, then percentage will be calculated here. Then median salary also in this table, we have to provide the median salary. And in these formulas, these numbers will be used, whatever we provide at the NIRF portal. Then this is the financial resources, how many money we have spent in the library, then how many new equipment for the laboratories, workshops. So this is a financial resource utilization, and how much we have incurred the expenditure during the last 3 years. That will be used in this this expenditure. And then recurring expenditure, which includes the salary also, salary of the teaching and non-teaching staff, maintenance of the academic and infrastructure, and seminar and conferences. So this will be the recurring expenditure, whose weightage is more as compared to the another type of the expenditure. So weightage for recurring expenditure is 22.5. Then facilities for physically challenged students. So they are asking this question, that do your institution buildings have lifts or ramps? So if you are having a 80% building which are having a ramps in the institution, so you will get the maximum marks in this category. But only thing is that it should be more than 80. If it is not 100%, but it should be more than 80, then you will get the 20 marks in this parameter. Then has your institution implemented multiple entry? Actually, these questions are not directly included in the formulas, but I think this will be used in the perception of the institution. So if you are giving the answer yes, according to the actual scenario in the institution, so that will help in the perception of the college or the university. That has your institution been teaching courses in Indian languages? Has the institution introduced courses on Indian knowledge system? Has your institution established the grievance redressal cell? So if your answer is yes, so it is not directly related with any of the formula, but it will help in the getting the score in the perception of the institution. So now a little bit I will talk about, because this is the category which NIRF has introduced this year only, NIRF innovation. Because many colleges were saying earlier that they have started many courses and many skill development courses. So they would like to know that how the ranking will be done in NIRF. So what the data capturing system in NIRF innovation is that basic details will remain same. That is the student details and the faculty details. That will remain same whether we go for the overall ranking, college category or the university category, that will remain same. Then they will be asking the financial support for innovation, innovation achievements, research and output, pre-incubation and incubation. Then of course that is a declaration. So in these parameters, they are asking the data. So like for example, for startup, they are asking that whether the incubation center in the system in a university or the college is recognized by the Startup India or not. Because if you are having a incubation center in the institution, you have to register yourself. You have to make a incubation policy or startup policy in the institution, and then register that incubation center at the Startup India. So then how many ventures or how many startups are working in that incubation center? Accordingly, you have to give that data in this parameter. Then they will be asking the investment from the private companies or NGOs if they not from the government. From the government investment, there is a next parameter, but they will be asking the venture capital whether there is any investment from the NGOs or from any other private companies in the incubation center which an institution has established. Then this direct investment, is there any direct investment in the startups which institution has incubated in the campus, whether there is a direct investment or not from any of the organization? That type of the data, again, they required for the 3 years. So then innovation grant, how much grant has been received from the government for the last 3 years to establish the incubation center in the institution. So then they are asking for the grant. Then stages for innovation, because once we start the incubation center, then there are many startups, there are many ideas which are incubated in the incubation center. And then there are some levels also that if we have started some startup in the incubation center, what are the levels of those centers, those incubation in the those startups in the incubation center? They are asking about this one. And then how many startups have been grown which has a turnover of 50 lakhs? So I can understand that as you were observing that the parameters of NIRF innovation are not so easy to answer, because it is a long-term investment in any of the institution to start the incubation center, to invite the ideas, to invite the industry people. So it is a continuous process. And this is the first year only for which NIRF has introduced this type of the ranking in the different categories. So what we can or I can recommend that those who are participating, those who will participate first time in the NIRF ranking, they should concentrate on the college category or the university category or the overall category, because I can understand that incubation cannot be established in a 6 months or in a 1 month. So it is a continuous process. So, but you can think to start the incubation center, to frame a startup policy in the institution, register the startup policy or your incubation center at the startup policy of India, and then try to capture some grant from the government or from the other financial agencies. Then you may think, you may start thinking of participating in the NIRF innovation. But to start with, I recommend that participate in the college category, university category, as the case may be, or the overall category is in this case. Then how many alumni of the university or the college they have established the company which are Fortune 500. So you can see that this type of the parameter is for the beginning it is difficult, but in the long run definitely there can be alumni which can establish such type of the company. But as far as NIRF innovation parameter is concerned, they are asking this type of the data in the at the portal. Then how many patents? So patents are being asked from the university in case of university category also. From the college category, they are not asking the patents, but if you are going for the NIRF innovation, then they will be asking that how many patents have been published, granted or applied during the last 3 years. For college category, it is not required. For university category as well as for the innovation category, it is required. Then technology transfer, that whatever startups we have incubated at the incubation center, whether that has been commercialized or not, whether any of the startup are producing the product which can be commercialized, whether some revenue is being generated or not by those students who have been incubated at the incubation center. So this type of the data, again, they are asking in case of innovation only. innovation. And then in pre-incubation, what type of the expenditure we have incurred, after what type of the grant we have provided to the students for giving the idea of a startup, and then after pre-incubation, what expenditure or what income has been generated, whether that pre-incubation was successful or not. If it is successful, then how much income is being generated, or still now we are incurring some more expenditure on that. So such type of the data, again, they are asking for the last 3 years. Then this is where means one can play active role, that how many papers or how many courses are there which are included.
सर
Hello? Yes,
सर थोड़ा सा पेस स्लो कीजिए, मतलब स्पीड कम.
speed कम. अच्छा.
हाँ, मतलब जल्दी
हाँ,
जल्दी जा रहा है ऐसे, क्यों काफी सारे ऐसे पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं न्यू है, उनके लिए अरे बिल्कुल नील है, उन्हें नॉलेज ही नहीं है, तो
okay,
क्वेरीज आ रही है, थोड़ा सा स्पीड कम कीजिए सर प्लीज.
okay. But
एनी हाउ कंटिन्यू सर प्लीज.
no, I will continue because I was thinking that because only 2, 3 are left. So then I will take questions, then we will in that way.
ओके
Isn't it?
सर, ओके सर,
हाँ.
थैंक यू.
If you wish, then I can repeat from the previous to previous methodology if you wish
नो
again.
प्रॉब्लम सर, पहले कंप्लीट कर लीजिए, उसके बाद देखते
Okay,
हैं क्वेरीज
okay,
कैसे आ.
okay, okay. This is the parameter where any institution can take active role, proactive role to introduce the courses, introduce the papers which are related with the innovation. So introduce the papers in the different categories. And then once you introduce the papers in the different categories, like in NEP, Kurukshetra University has implemented NEP in the affiliated colleges also. So there are many type of the basket of the courses which are related with the innovation or the skill development. So they can be data of those type of the courses can be provided in this parameter. If it is not there, then we can start thinking that such type of the courses can be started in any institution. Then my concluding remarks are that we should participate in both type of the ranking and accreditation, NIRF as well as NAC system. If we participate in the NIRF, it will benefit us in the NAC, and if we get the NAC grade, it will benefit us in the NIRF also. Another advantage is that in this way, you will be having a habit of collecting the data continuously. For this purpose, IQAC cell of any institution should be very active to collect such type of data, particularly those students who have gone for the higher studies. Because any student will not tell you that I have got the placement or I am doing PG in this university or in this particular program. You have to capture that student, what are you doing at present, what is your salary, and what type of job you are doing, whether you have gone for the higher studies or not. So for this, alumni cell of the institution is also important, which will track the students after the completion of the degree. So that is the challenge for any alumni cell of any institution, whether it is a university or college, how to track the student after the completion of the degree. Because student will never tell you that they have qualified some type of the examination, GATE, NET, or they have gone for the higher study, or they have been placed in some company, or they have got such type of the job. This is the alumni cell as well as the IQSC that have to track the student progression after the completion of the degree. And whatever questions I have received from Dr. Veena, so first I will take those questions and then we will take more questions also.
सर
Like, yes, hello.
may I read those questions, sir?
I have printout, so should I read?
Okay, okay. I will share my
Okay,
screen, sir.
okay, okay,
I am sharing my screen, sir.
okay. So should I stop sharing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Options.
Okay.
Sir, is it visible? It is PDF format.
To me, it is not visible, but I don't know about others.
Okay. I will read questions.
I have also print out. If you wish, I can read also, as you wish.
Okay. Sir, okay, one question is from Dr. Manvi Arora, GD Goenka University. She is asking how to calculate function F.
Actually, function F is calculated on the basis of the data from all the institutions. They normalize little bit data and then they decide the value of the function. It is not available in the domain, public domain. So the value of this function changes every year depending on that how much data is coming from the institutions. So it is
Okay.
not known, I mean to say, it is not known.
Okay, next question is from Dr. Suman Chabra, BSK College of Education, sir. This is government aided college. She is asking, is it for education colleges also? Means NRF is applicable for education colleges also.
Yes, it is applicable.
And next question is from Rachna Devi, Government PG College, Charkhi Dadri. She is asking, is NRF applicable to newly established government colleges? No.
Actually, no, because it requires the data for last 3 years. So at least 3 batches should be passed out to participate in the NIRF.
Yes, and next question is from Richa Setia. She is principal of Government College, Sector 14, Panchkula. She is asking, what type of activities can be included to play marks in collaborative performance under NIRF? I am repeating my
In
question.
NIRF, I think there is no collaborative activities. It is in the NAC. So in collaborative activity, if you are asking from that point of view, any type of the collaborative activity, collaborations, if let us say in research collaboration, if the faculty of one college is having a co-author or the author of a paper with the faculty of other college or the institution, that is a collaborative activity. If any college is organizing some seminar in the association with the another college, that is also a collaborative activity, or some type of the competition, some type of the culture activity in the collaboration of other institution. So this type of the collaboration activity, whether there is a MOU or not, but collaboration should be visible on the documents in terms of the research paper, in terms of the activities, in terms of the sports and cultural activities.
So this type of activities which are going as mentor-mentee can also be included in this type of activities?
Actually, mentor-mentee is in the same college.
Yes, sir.
Collaboration should be with the other institution. That should be with the other institution.
Okay. Dr. Sujit Singh from GMNK College, Ambala Kent, he is asking which student is declared as economically backward?
According to the NIRF definition, means whose parents are not paying the income tax. If they are below the that maximum limit of not paying income tax, that is considered as economically challenged students, as per definition of NIRF.
Okay. Next question is from Dr. Vishali Sahu from North Cap University. Her question is the criteria and parameters related to perception are not realistic. How to get it improved?
Actually, perception, as far as perception is concerned, we can only, from the college or university point of view, they try to improve the reputation of the university or the college, because they are not asking from the institution that about the perception. They are asking from the employers and the some academician experts only. So to improve that, only thing is that if your reputation of the institution is good, then definitely they will get the good feedback about the college or the university.
And next question is from Professor Poonam Bathwa, Maharana Pratap College for Women, Mandi Dabwali. She is asking, will there be any financial grant for the institution which scores good ranking in NIRF?
Financial grant for?
For the institution which scores good ranking.
I think Shri Rajiv Ratan ji is present here. If he is here, then he may answer this question. Or you also, if you.
Okay. Next, and some questions we have received on live YouTube channel, sir. Sir, Silinder sir is asking, will the activities of part-timers and ad hoc staff be included in this process?
Yes, yes. If that teacher has taught both the semester, odd and even semester, then he or she will be considered, and their activities also will be considered.
Mm-hmm. Next, Dr. Nishit Kumar Mishra from SGT University Gurugram से present है. He is asking, he will speak during the workshop. I think he is present or not. Dr. Nishit Kumar Mishra ji. No questions. Sir, many questions I think you have almost covered. And we may take live queries, sir.
Yes.
Anybody is having query?
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
This is Dr. Bhupesh from SGT University, working as Associate Director in charge of NIRF. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Ma'am, my question to sir is that when we are going to NIRF innovation, as it is very new to all of the university, so do we have to be very particular in the data which we have submitted for the discipline specific, or we can submit the data for overall university as well?
Actually, if you are having a incubation center in the university, then
Yes, sir.
the first two data is same, student strength as well as the faculty details, they are same. But then
Okay.
you might have seen that other parameters are innovation specific only. That how many startups are there, whether the startup is policy, you have a startup policy, or whether it is registered or not in the startup portal of India. And then how many grant you have received, particularly for innovations from the
Yes,
NGO
sir.
or from the government agency, and how many papers or how many courses are there in your program for innovations. So this type of data they are asking for. Data of overall and the innovation will be common in case of faculty details as well as the student strength.
Okay, sir. Sir, there is a section of IPR. When we fill the IPR, they are asking the ID, the NIRF ID of all the disciplines for which we are going. So, will the data be pooled only for those disciplines specific, or we can submit the IPR data for whole of the university?
Whole of the university, whole of the
Okay,
university.
sir. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm Dr. Pradeep Kumar, sir, Assistant Professor Zoology, Government College, Lakhan Majra.
Okay.
Sir, I want to know, can we get our institution registered at NIRF portal at present,
No.
or we have missed the chance?
Actually, they open the window of registration for 1 month only, and that too in the month of October or November. So you regularly visit the NIRF website. So
Okay, sir.
in the month of November, they open the portal, and that registration window will open for 1 month only. After that, data capturing will start.
Okay, sir. Till now, we can do nothing progress on NIRF portal.
Yes, registered is not possible now for this year, but for next year it will be open in the November or October.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Sir, this side Dr. Ekta Anand from MPN College, Mulana. Sir,
Okay.
my query is, there is a column where we have to fill placed students and are high. They are converted for they've gone for higher education. So my question is, median salary of placed graduates per annum.
Yes.
How we can calculate this?
Actually, median salary, if you are, let us, having a data of multiple students of placement, so you might be having a data for their salary also. So you arrange the salary from lowest to highest. So
Yes.
mid value of that you may take as the median salary.
Sir, if some students are not comfortable to give the detail of their salary, so what
Then
there is
I
other
think
option?
depending on position of that student, you may have some idea that what type of the salary that student might be getting. So,
Okay.
or minimum you can put means it is there that some students do not disclose their salary.
Okay, right, sir. Or
Yeah.
sir, one thing more. Can we consider economical backward students as backwards students,
Yes,
backward,
yes.
or schedule caste for socially backward?
Yes, we can consider.
Yes.
That is
Thank you.
economically, socially challenged students, yes.
Yes, sir. Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Dr. Shakunpreet. I just wanted to ask one question regarding innovation. That we are actually from Design University. I'm from World University of Design. How many minimum number of courses we can give under the segment which is asked out there? Because we have a lot of courses. So
Actually, you give maximum as much as you can because you are having university in a particular domain.
yeah,
So you might be having a good chances also in the ranking of NIRF innovation. Because the practice of NIRF is that they do not disclose the exact methodology before.
yeah, that was
So,
our main concern because what I could find out
yes,
from the
because
Atal ranking.
next year they will disclose the methodology of NIRF innovation.
Yeah.
So, but you give the maximum courses, whatever you are
The way
having.
we can give. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Sir, I have one questions. Dr.
Yes.
Pushpdeep Dagar from Government PG College for Women Rohtak.
Okay.
बेसिकली सर ये आपकी बजाय बीना मैडम के साथ भी जुड़ा हुआ है। जैसे आपने बताया था कि स्टूडेंट प्रोग्रेशन से संबंधित जो हमारे इनटेक है वो जितनी सैंक्शन होती है उसको उठाते हैं, जबकि कई बार ये रहता है कि हमारे पास बच्चे एडमिशन कम लेते हैं। तो इस संबंध में बहुत सारी जगह पर सीट्स खाली रहते हैं, जिसके कारण से रहेगा कि भाई खाली सीट्स रह गई हैं, उसकी वजह से हमारी रेशियो गड़बड़ाएगी। तो इस पोजीशन में हम क्या कर सकते हैं?
एक्चुअली खाली सीट्स ये है कि उसको भरने की कोशिश कीजिए जितना है, मतलब
बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस। जैसे सर रिसेंटली ना पिछले 2 साल से ट्रेंड देख रहे हैं, कॉमर्स का काफी सीट्स वैकेंट रह रही हैं।
हाँ।
आईसी कॉलेज का एग्जांपल देता हूँ, 360 इनटेक है और पिछले 2 साल से 180 के अप्रोक्सीमेट 180, 90, 200 ये रह रही है। तो इस पोजीशन में तो अगर हम कहीं अप्लाई करते हैं तो उसमें हमारा काफी रेशियो डाउन चला जाएगा।
मैं इन पैरामीटर्स में लॉस होगा, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, बट यदि आपके एडमिशन इतने कम हो रहे हैं तो यू मे थिंक ऑफ रिड्यूसिंग द सीट्स।
यस सर, लेकिन इसके लिए क्या होता है, प्रिंसिपल से हमारी बातचीत होती है कि जी मैंने पिछली मीटिंग में जब ये इश्यू आया था तो बात की थी कि इनटेक को कम कराना चाहिए। अब उसमें दोनों इश्यू आते हैं कि जी अगर हायर एजुकेशन हमें इस संबंध में, क्योंकि उनके पास ऑलरेडी सारा डाटा अवेलेबल है किस कॉलेज में कितनी सीट्स फिल हुई हैं, तो वो एक जर्नल फिनोमेना की जिनकी पिछले लगभग 2-3 साल से सीट्स खाली हैं वो अपनी सीट्स को कम करा लें।
For this, I think Dr. Veena may answer this question.
क्योंकि मैं उनके साथ ज्यादा जुड़ा हुआ है।
Sir, this type of matter relates to other branch. You may send your request to the concerned branch. I think it will be fine. Or I will convey your message to the branch.
जी मैम।
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Ashok?
Yeah, Ashok here, sir. Sir, I have a general question. In fact, all of us who are handling the data on the behalf of the institution, sir, how to cater to the needs of various data capturing agencies like NEC and NIRF? That remains a challenge. So do you have some suggestions?
Okay. Give your suggestion.
Your suggestion, sir.
My suggestion.
We want to know from your
okay.
experience.
No, I understand, Professor Ashok, that it is very challenging for all of us. But ultimately, it is an internal mechanism of the institution that how to get the data. So depending on the administration of the institution, that how to develop the mechanism so that we can get the data in time. So, but it is always a challenge. I can understand that, very well understand.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Good evening. I am Professor Satish Singla from Government Women College, Hisar, along with sitting with me Principal Dr. Ramesh Arya ji.
ओके, नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर। सर अभी एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था अशोक जी ने, उसी से रिलेटेड है, उसी में ऐड करना चाहूंगा मैं। ये सर 3 एजेंसीज हैं जो डाटा कैप्चर कर रही है, निरफ है, एश है और नैक है। और हर इंस्टीट्यूट सर जो नैक एक्रेडिटेड है हर साल AQAR अपना सबमिट करती है। तो क्या निरफ और एस AQR से डाटा को कोई ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर हो सर जो ऑटोमेटिक वहां से उठा सके? ये मेरा सजेशन है सर। एक
मतलब आप क्या चाह रहे हैं, NIRF एजेंसी अपने आप डाटा ले ले आईसी से?
कोई सॉफ्टवेयर ऐसा इंटरकनेक्टेड हो सर जो AQR हर कॉलेज सबमिट करता है इंस्टीट्यूशन, उससे डाटा को निरफ और AISHE उस डाटा को कैप्चर कर ले ऑटोमेटिक। इससे टाइम की बचत होगी सर इंस्टीट्यूट की, क्योंकि डाटा
you know that in this case multiple agencies are involved, NIRF, NAC and IC. So it requires the coordination among these 3 or 4 agencies.
yes sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
and their formats are also a little bit different. So
But
huge
they can
difference
develop a
is-
kind of software, sir, which can interconnect them.
No, institution, if institution wants, then they can hire some company to develop a software to capture the data within the institution according
Because
to
sir,
the format.
I want to say that it will save the time of institution.
Definitely, it will save the time, but as I have said that it is the internal mechanism of any institution how to capture the data.
Okay,
So
sir.
But it should be सर जो है कहीं से बात चलेगी तो आगे इम्प्रूवमेंट्स के लिए बात पहुंचेगी। हम जो है आज
उसके लिए सर मैं यही कहूंगा
विकसित भारत की बात हम कर रहे हैं सर।
प्रिंसिपल जो है वो स्टाफ को मोटिवेट करें कि जब भी IQSC डाटा मांगे वो टाइम से दे दें।
टाइम से हम डाटा देंगे सर, बिल्कुल आपका सजेशन है, बिल्कुल बड़ी अच्छा सजेशन है। टाइम से डाटा देंगे तभी हम आगे कर पाएंगे कुछ। तो सिर्फ एक हायर लेवल की बात हम कर रहे हैं कि क्योंकि डाटा डुप्लीकेसी में और क्लासेज में इसमें कोऑर्डिनेशन करना इट इज टू डिफिकल्ट। अगर सेम डाटा हम 3 जगह दे रहे हैं तो जब एक जगह सबमिट हो जाता है कि हम जो है 2047 में विकसित भारत की बात हम कर रहे हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं चीजें होनी चाहिए सर। अब
नहीं हो सकता है कि ये जो मल्टीपल एजेंसीज हैं, क्योंकि उन पे तो हमारा कोई वो नहीं है कंट्रोल, जो मल्टीपल एजेंसी, so they might also be thinking that to this combine all these types of the data. So let us hope that in future.
Thank you sir, thank you so kind.
But your point is a very good point. This all are facing this type of the situation. All are facing.
Good evening sir. Thank you. Good evening sir.
Yes.
Good evening sir.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening sir. Sir, PK Malik from Government College Sidrawli.
Okay.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि NIRF का और रूरल एरियाज में जो कॉलेजेस हैं उनकी प्लेसमेंट और फंडिंग में कोई संबंध है क्या? मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि व्हाई रूरल कॉलेज गो फॉर NIRF? Is there any link between funding and placement of students?
रूरल कॉलेज कैन गो फॉर NIRF रैंकिंग, ऐसा कोई डायरेक्ट लिंक नहीं है, पर आजकल जो कोई भी परफॉर्मा यदि आपको फंडिंग के लिए आता है तो उसमें ये पूछा जाता है कि आपकी NIRF रैंकिंग क्या है, NAC एक्रेडिटेशन ग्रेड क्या है। तो डेफिनेटली यदि आपकी रैंकिंग अच्छी है या ग्रेड अच्छा है तो उस हिसाब से आपको फंडिंग मिलेगी। पर कोई डायरेक्ट आप जो रिलेशन पूछना चाह रहे हैं वो रिलेशन नहीं है। बट नाउ डेज एवरी फंडिंग एजेंसी, वेदर इट इज ए गवर्नमेंट और नॉन गवर्नमेंट, before releasing the grants, they are asking for NIRF ranking as well as the NAC grade.
And in respect to placement, sir, placement of stakeholder?
Placement of students means if students are getting placed, so it will benefit the institution in NAC also and NIRF also.
नहीं सर, आई मीन यदि स्टूडेंट की कहीं प्लेसमेंट का आता, कहीं ऐसा है कि वो दे सी की दिस स्टूडेंट इज गेटिंग आउट फ्रॉम और गेटिंग डिग्री फ्रॉम सच काइंड ऑफ द ए रैंकिंग NIRF, ऐसा कुछ है या अभी तक ऐसा कुछ नहीं?
प्लेसमेंट का मतलब डाटा तो वो मांग रहे हैं, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि वो फंडिंग के लिए मांग रहे हैं। बट if प्लेसमेंट अच्छी है तो उसी बेस पे NIRF रैंकिंग अच्छी हो जाएगी और फिर वो इनडायरेक्टली ग्रांट से रिलेटेड है।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर।
हाँ जी।
और किसी की क्वेरी है? हेलो, मीनाक्षी रानी। Meenakshi Rani, you have raised your hands. Please speak. Unmute yourself, Meenakshi Rani. And Dr. Pradeep Siwaj, you have raised your hand. Please unmute yourself.
I think he has already asked his question, Dr. Pradeep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. And Dr. Pradeep Siwaj?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, बोलिए.
जी madam, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Hello.
Sir, you are audible. Pradeep, sir.
जी sir, I have one question. The latest point, this is NIR of innovation. So most of the points, they are not applicable for college cadre. So what can we do to gain marks in this category, sir?
Actually, that is what I have recommended, that if you are going for first time, don't go for NIRF innovation, go for NIRF in college category.
Right, sir.
So then meanwhile, you develop the facility as per the methodology of NIRF innovation. Then after that, you can go for that also, because any college can go in the NIRF ranking in multiple categories. It is up to the college. So my recommendation is that if any institution is going first time, so they should go for college category only or university category. But until unless that institution is a special institution for innovation in that way. So you may skip innovation category for 2-3 years, develop the incubation center, go for the startup policy, develop the incubation, then you participate in incubation, in innovation also, in addition to college category.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
I think most of the queries have been solved, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone? Dr. Vishali Sahu? Present here? Dr. Vishali Sahu?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Sir, I have just two specific questions. First is being a small private university where we have limited student strength. So the intake, even the sanctioned seats as well as the intake, both are limited. So how to secure good marks in that criteria of first teaching, learning and resources जो student strength का criteria है, उसमें सर कैसे मिल सकते improve कर सकते
Actually,
हैं?
you see, if you are having a less number of seats, then it is good for you, because your 100% seats will be filled, I think. So
Yes, sir.
then
Nearly.
you will get good marks in that case, because they are not asking how many approved intake. Marks are not based on that. Marks are that how many seats are filled. If it is 100% filled, then you will get maximum marks, even if there are 1,000 seats, let us say, in a university. Even if
Okay.
there are 1,000 seats and 1,000 seats are filled, you will get the maximum marks. Similarly, your faculty student ratio will also improve if you are having a less approved intake. So in that also you will get good marks.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir, thank you. So second question is, being a self-funded private university, the annual operational cost also is not that much because we are funded by ourselves only. So the universities which are getting more marks in that particular criteria, so how are they able to secure more than 10 marks in that particular criteria?
Actually, it is there because you have seen the methodology. Some parameters are good for some colleges or universities. Some are good for another college or universities. So it happens that whenever we participate in any competition, so some parameters are our strength, some are our weakness. Only thing is that whatever our weakness is, that we should try to improve in the coming years. So that is only what I can say, because purpose is that to improve all the parameters, and NIRF is not that it is after 2 years, it is every year.
Every year.
So you start improving the ranking, improving the data of the parameters where you have get the low score. So then ultimately after 2-3 years you will get the good scores, I think.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
will we end the session?
Yes, if there is no question, we can complete. I conclude.
For any query by any person from any institutions? Okay, so thank you for your so comprehensive method of training. I think everyone in Haryana, specifically Haryana, is going towards quality education. With this, the training is ended here, and we will share the YouTube link to all through email. Okay, anyone still is left with any doubt, you may watch on YouTube. Thank you. You may leave the meeting now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Namaskar to all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
to all.
Feedback